This is the starter fertilizer going down. Hey, if you enjoy our videos, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up right here. Thank you so much for watching. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful early spring day, and yeah, what I've got here is seed and fertilizer, starter fertilizer, because I'm going to overseed a lot of the property. Also, first cutting of the year. And I don't know, I guess I'm weird. I love cutting grass. I just find it peaceful, do a lot of thinking, and just enjoy myself. Love the X350. So we're going to do that. Like I said, we're going to overseed. And we'll see what else, where else we can get into. Right now, though, I've got to grease the X350, and I'm all gassed up. I'm going to check the tire pressure. Haven't done that yet this year, and then we'll be off. A lot of people forget the pedals. There is a grease fitting on here for the raise and lower of the deck. Not bad to get to. There's also one here on the mid axle that's easy to miss. Boy, this lock and lube really makes things easy. So a lot of guys say you can reduce your tire pressure by about 2 pounds to give you a little smoother ride. Yeah, I don't think the ride's that bad to begin with. I don't necessarily worry about that. People say, why don't you just wait till it dries out? Well, the problem is, we still got more rain coming, and if you don't cut it, it just won't dry out. Yeah, so this is a bluebird house. Our state bird is the bluebird, which is an absolutely gorgeous bird. We had a family in there one year. Every other year, the sparrows have taken over. They are nasty little birds. Probably because the bluebirds don't love living in a slum house because it's falling apart. I just built it out of scrap wood several years ago, and I even used some plywood, as you can tell, and it's falling apart. But yeah, that's on the list to redo. I'm gonna give you an email address right at the bottom here. I'd like a picture or a video of your tractor. We're all proud of our tractors, right? I just think it'd be really cool for us to exchange that information, especially if it's a video. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, how long you've had it, how many hours, anything that you want to tell me, where you're from, and your first name. Let's do that. I will share those on the channel as we go forward. And we can even expand it if you guys like that sort of thing. We can show off our garages and pole barns. We can show off our attachments and that. And I just think it's in keeping with a community forum that we have here. So show me your tractor. So this week's featured tractor is near and dear to my heart because it's my best friend Bob. This is his first tractor, and he purchased a 2021 BX 2380. Look at that, only 67 miles on it. Of course, has the front end loader, and here's Bob on his inaugural trip around the property with the tractor.
There's the tractor man.
I'm very familiar with this tractor as I owned one for several years. Very capable, has a mid-mount mower deck, and for his stone driveway, he's got a box blade. Congratulations, Bob. So if you watched our channel, you've heard me rave about this best grass seed on the planet. It comes from Lakeside Sod, which is a local company. Let me show you something. This right here, I did in the fall as I was finished grading for the barn. And the germination rate is, well, it's incredible. I mean, it really is. No weeds, and it's thick and lush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to overseed, not the whole property, but a lot of it. And then I'm going to be putting down a starter fertilizer as well. I think it's important for your spouse to know how to run your equipment. She's been on the tractor before, but you know, God forbid something happens, it's good for her to know. This is the starter fertilizer going down. Hey, Honey, why don't we explain why you're back here, what we're doing with the garden, now that we've got it rebuilt?
Okay, let's do that.
So, if you've watched our last episode, you can see that we've got the double gate built and really all the walls in the garden rebuilt, including the test gate down there.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, thanks, honey. So the garden's gonna be a little different this year. So talk about inside the garden, what we're going to be doing differently this year.
So I think we're going to be using a fabric just to have like more control of the weeds, because honestly I don't have that much time to spare because of work schedule. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is a passion of hers, and I want it to be a passion, not a chore. So That's how we're going to put the weed barrier fabric. And then as far as watering,
So it's going to be still the drip system and there's a hose that you can turn on, and then you leave it for like an hour or two.
yeah,
And it will do its job. So
very
it's
efficient.
low maintenance.
Right,
I
very
like it.
very efficient way of watering. We won't, waste as much water. The other system was okay, did its job, but I think this way we could target. Now, what are you going to plant this year?
Oh, definitely tomatoes.
Right, San Marzano.
San Marzanos for we're gonna can it. Some peppers, bush beans,
Some
what else?
herbs.
Some herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the herbs as well.
And in the fall, when you do your canning, you got a new toy.
Oh, yes, you did give me that for Christmas.
Explain what that is, honey. How much that's going to make your job easier in the fall.
I don't know. We're just gonna have to try it and see if it is more efficient. But I guess you don't have to peel the tomatoes. You don't have to boil them. You don't have to, it was a process.
It's like a macerator or
So,
something like that that removes the skin. You can kind of filter out the skin and the seeds and what have you, and then you're left with the product where. So we don't have to boil them because you're not taking the skins off.
No, you're
Well,
not.
it should make it a lot. You guys will see that in the fall. We've actually got some other videos if you look through our library where Tess shows how she cans. So we're going to can tomatoes often in the fall. She'll make applesauce, and we'll do that as well. And then we have found the best thing that works for peppers is freezing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've tried other things. We've tried some corn too, and just first of all, we don't have the space, to make any appreciable difference in the amount of corn that we have in the house. But green beans, we use a ton of. We all love green beans, and of course the San Marzano tomatoes. So you'll see all that.
Are we gonna do potatoes?
We talked about it. You had good luck. We got like a bushel of tomatoes. Not tomatoes, potatoes. Yeah, I think we should. I think they were good too.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll try that again. But again, with as much as she works, I wanted this to be easier for her. Weeding is not fun. What's fun is, pruning your plants and watering and fertilizing and all that.
And harvesting.
And harvesting, that's definitely the best part. So, you'll see a lot of that in another episode. So Tess is finishing up the starter fertilizer. And I just got a call that the awning people are coming tomorrow. Yay. So,
Furniture's
I've got
gonna
it.
be out.
Yeah, I've got that trailer back there has all our outdoor furniture on, so I'm going to pull it up. Very happy. Very, very happy.